Yeah,
This is the easiest question ever. Are we joking?
you say
Oh,
that about every single one.
The croc, dude. The croc can't climb a tree.
I
Everything else is gonna get you in a tree.
disagree.
I feel like
A hippo is gonna outrun. They all outrun you except for the
so
croc.
for
The
those
croc is the
listening,
easiest to avoid with evasive maneuvering. It's easiest to avoid with height. When you get it out of its element, it's even less dangerous than in its element.
I think
we
that's
gotta read the question first.
Yeah.
So it's you have to survive 20 minutes with one of them for $100 million, and your options are a bear, a tiger, a hippo, and
It's not just a bear or a tiger. It's a fucking grizzly bear.
It's a grizzly
or
bear.
a Bengal tiger or a hippopotamus or a crocodile.
Them hippos are
That
mean.
has to be an easy answer.
I
Tell
think
me it's not.
I think it is croc.
However, I think I'm picking tiger.
Are you shitting me, Grant?
I think I can become friends with the tiger.
So here's what I thought.
Grant, I thought you were smart.
I think I have a chance.
So
to become friends with the tiger, and we just hang out.
Yeah.
For 20 minutes. We just tell stories.
Grant, I'm not gonna fully shit on you here because my first thought, the first thing that popped in my head was the video of this
Winnie the Pooh, dog.
My first thought was that
this cat doesn't give a fuck about Frosted Flakes.
I know. My first thought was the captive tiger who grew up with those people, and after like 20 years, the owners came back and he ran up and gave him a hug, and just like you see those you see tigers who are actually friendly with people, especially if they grew up with them. This guy did not grow up with you in this scenario.
What about that tiger that hung out with like Matthew McConaughey while he was doing ayahuasca, and they just like hung out for 2 hours?
I didn't hear about that.
Oh yeah, he has in his like that book. He does. He
talks about that in Green Lights.
Yeah, he did like ayahuasca, and him and like a tiger just like hung out in a cave for like 5 hours. That's what I'm saying. I think if you're not pressing the tiger, and
if you're not pressing the tiger,
I think there's a chance you and the tiger can just be friends for 20 minutes.
I think there's a chance more than the bear or the hippo. But I don't think that chance is worth taking when you have the ability to and this isn't like the Coliseum hypothetical. Like, to be quite honest, I think if I'm best going to outrun one of these things with no barrier to how far I can run, I think it's the croc.
It's got to be the croc, dude, because the evasive maneuvering is so effective against them.
Do you know how fast hippos are in water? Let alone
how fast they are on land?
Yeah. Let alone a tiger or a bear. Dude, I think it's the croc, man. I think it's the croc.
The three of those are attacking you instantly.
Now,
the tiger has a chance of being your friend.
You're assuming a lot.
It's not high, but it's not zero.
Drake, what animal gets replaced in this scenario for you for the crocodile where it becomes a hard choice? A gorilla?
Panther, leopard.
Okay.
I think I can become friends with a panther too.
A gorilla in the instance that like you're threatening it, because I think a gorilla, if it doesn't think it's being threatened,
it'll hang out.
It's going to totally leave you alone. I think that one you have a better chance of getting a gorilla to hang out just on the other side of a big place.
Yeah. Just don't smile at it. Don't look at it.
Don't look at it. But yeah, I just think the crocodile was a bad fourth.
I do too.
Now, if you have to hang out in the water, totally different story.
Yeah, if you're in their environment and you can't leave that environment,
then I don't know the right answer.
I don't either. It ain't hippo. Let me tell you that.
Hippo's last.
Yeah, hippo's last.
Are hippos innately aggressive though?
Yes. Okay. Yes. Hippos are the most.
I'm gonna try and find it too. There's a video of like a grizzly bear that they're releasing back into the wild, and he just instantly just mauls the camera like 20 feet away from it.
Yeah.
It was the most like proof of just never like mess with bears.
I just think there's this. I think we as humans generally have the wrong idea or a vast underestimation of many animals. And that's probably because of the way that we
I feel like we're scared of all animals. Like, what are we?
No, I feel like people aren't scared of animals enough.
Yeah, that's the truth. I'm with you, Kluber. People have an unhealthy idea of their own power against nature.
As kids and in storybooks growing up, we cartoonize them, and then they're in zoos, the petting zoos, or like you get a situation. We're tricked. We're tricked, and then you get in the wild and you see, fuck, one of these animals, a bobcat or a mountain lion, and you're like, okay, what do I do with that? Could I take that? And the answer is no. You couldn't take a bobcat or a mountain lion, let alone a Bengal tiger or a grizzly bear.
Boys, I had a snake in the house today and I got scared.
There was a snake.
I don't mess with snakes.
There was a snake in your house.
Yeah, man. I lifted up my laundry and it caught me by surprise. Me and the dogs were just hanging out. I was about to do some laundry, lifted some shit up off the floor, bang, snake right underneath it. So what did I do? I shooed the dogs away, grabbed the meat cleaver, and chopped its fucking head off.
What kind of snake was it?
It was not a poisonous snake. When I saw its markings originally, I thought it was poisonous for sure because of how bright it was. But I looked it up afterwards. Oh, it was bright.
Oh, that would have scared the piss out of me.
Oh, yeah, dude. I was in fight or flight mode. I went and grabbed the meat cleaver and I cut its fucking head off.
Yeah, it's like not one of us isn't leaving here alive.
And I'm leaving here alive. Yeah. And then I immediately looked it up and found out that it was not, in fact, a poisonous one. I knew it wasn't. I assumed it wasn't a rattlesnake, though it was a baby. That's what scared me the most because baby rattlesnakes are the least predictable and they give you the most venom.
Yeah.
But I was pretty sure it wasn't. I just thought it might have been like it's still poisonous because of how bright that cocksucker was. But no, we got her done.
This is
Kaylee posted a scorpion on the story.
Yeah.
Dude,
it's summer out here in the desert, bruh.
Fuck that. What's up, everybody? What you just watched was a short, truncated version of our extra show that we do every week. We call it DHT. It's Dickhead Tuesday. It's sort of on brand for the walk-ons, and it's the extra podcast that Drake, myself, and now Gary the intern do every single week. That's on our Patreon services, part of our Patreon tiers at the second and third level. Patreon is where we put all of our extra content. Okay. The Monday and the Thursday episodes, those are always going to be free forever and always for our washed up walk-ons army that's out there and loves the show. But for those who want more, for those who want to help contribute and they like extra shows like this, you may be interested in this content. It's a little bit more not safe for work, if you will. You can see here, this is our mascot for the DHT, Goopy, and access to items like this, as well as other exclusive items, are also perks that you get with the Patreon, as well as discounts on all of the merchandise that we put out throughout the year. Merchandise that you can find in our 24/7 storefront right now. If you're part of the Patreon, you basically pay for your subscription with the discounts that you'll get on the merchandise. Not to mention, you get ad-free episodes, early access to the episodes, immediate access to the video versions, access to our private Discord, our fantasy football leagues, and a whole lot more. And that's all on top of the fact that you're donating to the kids. You're helping us with our mission to donate thousands of dollars to the UI Children's Hospital every single year. So if you like what you saw here and you like what you're hearing from me, take this moment to head on over to patreon.com/washedupwalkons, and you can find a tier, a subscription level that fits for you. And we'd love to have you on the Walk On Army. Thank you so much. Click around, find some of our other videos as well. And we'll be seeing you soon.